So I just woke up. I was just trying to meditate outside, and keyword is trying. I found it really hard to focus today, and I feel like it's just really hard to relax sometimes, when you're trying to meditate, when you're trying to relax, right? You can't relax by trying. You can't relax by forcing yourself to relax. It's just something that happens naturally. It's like if you've ever tried to go to bed and you just can't sleep, as soon as your head hits the pillow, all the thoughts about like everything just come out. Like that's what happened to me last night. I laid down and I'm like so tired, but then you just start thinking about life, you start thinking about all your future plans, like all the thoughts just randomly start coming out, and you can't try to like force them away. I heard an analogy where it's like if the water has ripples going through it, you can't try and iron them out. That's just going to create more ripples. You kind of just have to let it go by itself. And when you're wanting to relax, when you're wanting to sleep, when you're wanting to meditate, you have to be able to just let thoughts go, let the disturbances go. You might hear something like outside of yourself that distracts you. You have to be able to acknowledge it, observe it, and let it go. You can't let it be something that your mind lingers on, And I think one thing that really helps is having some sort of anchor point. A lot of guided meditations use the breath as the anchor point, focus on your breathing, focus on the inhale and the exhale. And that definitely really helps just for when you've been distracted, to bring your mind back to the present moment and to have something to center yourself on. It could just be like a point on the ground. I was looking at, there's like some fish in the pond that the previous homeowners put in a pond here. And I was just I was looking at the fish, but again, I was like trying. I was looking at the fish, but I wasn't really observing it. I wasn't really like aware of it. I'm looking at it physically, but in my head, I'm still thinking about all these other things. And again, that's fine. That's normal. That's going to happen. But the point of meditation is to relax. The point of sleeping is to rest, right? When we want to really rest deeply, when we really want to relax deeply, we have to allow all these things to kind of flush out. And it might take some time, might take 10, 20 minutes. Sometimes I've had a meditation where it's like, I didn't really start to feel deeply relaxed and present until after 20 minutes of meditating. The first 20 minutes was just so many thoughts and so much distraction. So the whole point of this video is that you can't try to relax. You can't force yourself to relax. It's just something that happens naturally and you have to allow it to happen. That's all I have for today. Just really, really short video. I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. Next time you're meditating, next time you're sleeping, don't try and fight off all the overthinking, all the thoughts. Don't get stuck on them either. Don't engage them so much. Just observe them. Be like, okay, they're there. I see them. It's like clouds in the sky, right? It's like there and they're passing by and then they're gone. And that's kind of how we have to treat it. And then naturally, your body will relax and give yourself the breath to focus on. Give yourself a point on the ground or on the ceiling to focus on and actually focus on, actually observe it. Observe how you feel. Observe all the sensations. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? And then whenever you've been distracted, bring your awareness back to that. There's some water running in the back right now. So for me, it's like that could have been my anchor point. I could have been focusing on what does the water sound like? Every time I've been distracted, just listen to the water. That's some great advice I heard. It was in an Alan Watts talk he was giving. He said that the easiest way to drop into the present moment is to start listening. Stop talking, start listening, because we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, right? So start listening to your surroundings, what you hear, what's going on around you. That's how you start to become more aware. See, I'm just listening right now, listening to water, and then over time you do that for multiple minutes in a row. All of a sudden you get into that flow state. That's when you get into the deeper relaxation of you're just present, you're just here. Now you're meditating. Now you're actually meditating without trying, without forcing it. You're not trying to relax or trying to recite something or trying to visualize something. You're just dropping into the present moment, listening to what's going on around you, just listening to that water and letting it flow. Just like your mind. That's how your mind should be, right? Bruce Lee described it as your mind should be like a river ceaselessly flowing. Thoughts come in and then they flow out, right? Just in and out. We're not blocking them from coming in and we're also not forcing them out. We're letting them leave in their own time as well. So that's the message for today. Don't try to relax. Don't try and force yourself to meditate. Don't try and force yourself to rest, right? That's when you're laying in bed for 3 hours and you can't fall asleep. When you actually just calm down and you just lay there, you just naturally fall asleep, right? Your mind, your body all just starts to relax. All the tension just goes away because you're just in the bed. You're just in the moment, putting the phone down, putting the phone away. That also helps with that. And that's going to be my next video. I'm going to talk more about that and how putting the phone down specifically at night helps you to be more relaxed throughout the entirety of the next day. And that's going to be the next video. So look forward to that. And short video today. Stop trying to relax. Don't force yourself to relax. Flow, don't force. Just like everything in life, don't force a connection, don't force a relationship, don't force a relaxation, don't force things in life. Just let things happen naturally, let things be what they are. Your body knows how to relax, your mind knows how to relax, so allow it to, get out of your own way. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.